My name is Argy, and today I'm bringing you the 7th episode of our Road to Champion League series. In the last episode, we played our first ever hype night, and did surprisingly well, with the 375 points earned, pushing us into Division 7, the penultimate division, before you reach the Champion League. So games are about to get even tougher. But in today's video, we're back playing Arena, and hopefully, we'll be able to move even closer to reaching our goal. So, let's jump straight into it. So heading into this first game, I decided to go for a real alpha strategy of hiding under some stairs in a basement. It might not be the most exciting way to play, but when you reach Division 7, the bus fare rises to 40 points. So if I want to be coming out of each match, having gained points, then coming top 25 is the easiest way to do that, as that gets you 60 points, and any kills on top of that would be a bonus. With the storm moving in, I really need to move towards the circle, but there are players really close by. I need to get out of there, but I'm worried that if I come out of here, I'm going to get caught in a fight, and I really don't want to be storm fighting. I leave it as long as I can, until I decide to break my way out of the basement, expecting the player to be waiting there for me. But unfortunately, the game's audio had really let me down, as he was no longer above me.
Oh, you are.
I hated playing so passively in that first game. It's effective, but mind-numbingly boring. So in game 2, I decided to up the aggression and push the first player that I see. However, with me being so used to using tacs, I completely forgot that I currently had a pump, which really threw me off.
Oh, I hate myself. I thought I'd attack.
Let's pretend that didn't happen. With me now in Division 7, dying early on is a complete disaster due to the bus fare system, which means we start this game on less points than we started the episode with, so I really need to start getting some points. I'm back to going purely for placement, which allows me to make the top 10, near enough unchallenged. This is pretty much the perfect loadout, but the thing that I'm most happy about is the fact that I've got 2 launch pads, meaning I don't need to worry as much about how I'm going to get to the circle. And what makes it even better is that there's another one nearby, so I'm more than happy to just use that one. I decided to spray at the player in front of me, hoping that someone else would get involved as well. But this player doesn't seem too pleased about this, and sprays away at me with the minigun. And when the storm starts to move in, instead of focusing on getting to the circle, they decide to carry on focusing on me, which is only going to get us both killed. I'm only just able to kill the player, with the Siphon really coming in clutch, but the drama is far from over.
Oh!
In game 4, I decided to try out a new landing spot. Lately, I've been landing there in pubs, and it's a really good spot, so I was hoping it would do me well in Arena 2. However, my main concern at this point is that I don't have it all to myself, as the player has landed nearby. I decided to push the player, hoping that they've not managed to loot up, but it's a risk when you don't have a shotgun, as you're always going to take damage. And unfortunately, I get melted by this player's pistol.
Oh, fucking hell.
With that last game losing me points, I'm forced to play the next game as passively as possible, ensuring I make it to the end game and get some placement points. I'm in a really decent position, as I've got high ground and plenty of materials to keep it. However, with the next circle being as far away from me as possible, I'm forced to tunnel my way into the circle, whilst being pressured from up ahead. I do take some damage, but it's looking like I'll be able to get to the circle, until...
Oh my god.
Controller player! That is a controller player!
You hate to see it. In game 6, I'm able to make it to the endgame. Once again, I might not have any kills, but with me getting so many placement points, it means that I'll come out of the match having gained points, regardless of how well I do now, which I'm thankful for, as once I get hit by an RPG, I get put under a significant amount of pressure. and it's not long until I'm sent back to the lobby.
Oh, why?
I'm sick of making it to the endgame and then dying without getting any kills. Don't get me wrong, it's fine if I'm just looking to get points, but the 15 minutes before the endgame can be really boring, as I usually spend my time hiding once I've looted up and got materials, which definitely isn't my natural playstyle. So in Game 7, I decided to play more aggressively and try to get some kills in the mid game. That's more like it. Shortly after, whilst trying to get some extra materials, I get all of my shield instantly ripped off. It's not the best way to start any fight, but I thankfully got some extra shield. I decide to build fight the player, taking off the shield with ease, before taking my compulsory fall damage. Despite this player building a lot, she's not actually done well enough to protect herself, which means I'm eventually able to work a shooting angle that allows me to finish her off. Later that game, whilst heading to the circle, I get heavy sniped out of nowhere. That's the last thing I need right now, but I do have plenty of heals, so it's not like I can't recover from this. However, whilst putting on a medkit, I hear the sound of a player gliding nearby, and before I can finish putting it on, she's on top of me, and crucially, she owns the build above me.
Oh, no.
That game there really highlights the problem I have with Arena. Despite me killing 2 players in decent fights and placing higher than 69 players, I didn't come out of the match with any points, so I'd basically just wasted my time. I'd have been better off if I'd just camped in a building all game and made it to top 25. It's an easier way of getting points, as you don't have to show any skill by killing players, and it guarantees that you come out of the match having gained points. Currently, coming top 25 gets you 60 points, which is the equivalent of killing 3 players, something that I don't think is easy when you reach Division 7, as most players are pretty good by this point. I'd prefer it if instead of players getting 60 points for coming top 25, they instead got 30 points, with another 30 going to those who finished top 50 or top 40. I just think that starting the placement points at top 25 is just a little too high. A more staggered approach would make each game feel far less frustrating, but I'm not sure. Maybe that's just me. Let me know what you think in the comments down below.
No. Oh.
In our penultimate game, I decide to land at the top of a mountain, aiming to get the 2 chests that are there. But a player gets there before me.
No.
God damn it. So heading into the final game, my main aim was just to get top 25. I didn't want to end on a game where I've lost points. I've not really struggled to acquire points, but with you having to pay a 40 point bus fare at the start of each match, it meant that my progression towards Champion League was a lot slower than I'd have liked. You need 6,000 points, which is still quite far away, but I'm confident that I'll be able to get there eventually. And with Epic announcing that the season's been extended, that gives me extra time to get there. So I'm definitely one of the few who doesn't mind that this season is going to last a lot longer than expected. Having gotten placement points and a kill already, I'd consider this match a success. I really need to start moving to the circle, as it's quite far away. But with there being a player right next to me, I'm forced to fight them, hoping that I'm able to finish the fight before the storm starts to move in. I'm able to crack a shield, so now I just need to finish her off. But a third party starts firing at us, which is a real nuisance, and I almost fall to my death. My opponent heals up, but I once again crack a shield, so I'm feeling confident. However, the fact that I took so much fall damage ends up really costing me.
What?
How has she just done that? So that's the end of our 10 games. We started the episode on 4,175 points, and we've ended the episode on 4,435 points. So we're not exactly charging towards Champion League at a lightning pace. Instead, we're taking more of a leisurely stroll. I am confident that we will be able to achieve our goal sometime over the next few weeks, and to do that, I'm going to start mixing it up, playing some games with a duo partner, attempting more hype nights, and I might even throw in a few games playing on controller. So there's a lot more exciting stuff on its way. So, how many points are you currently on? And when did you notice matches starting to become difficult? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, if you want to support me as a content creator, then feel free to use my creator code, which is on the screen now. So anytime you buy something in the item shop and use my code, it will go directly towards supporting the channel, which would be greatly appreciated. Anyway, thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe for more. And I'll see you next time for another video. Goodbye.